Morning everybody, it's Kelly from the County Brant Public Library again. Today we're working on what I call a funky blue jean pin. It's a process I've been doing now for a while and quite enjoy the process. I'm just literally using up old blue jeans and material that I've got around the house. Blue jeans generally will fray, so you get that nice little look of fray material. And basically what you're doing is you're just layering material to make a nice little brooch. So I generally just cut my pieces of material in strips, little strips that I think I'm going to be using for my pins, of course. And I like my pins a little bit on the round side, but you can do them square, whatever color you want, or whatever shape you want, I mean. Then I cut them in little pieces. Okay, and then I usually just round them off a bit. But you can do it however you want. The square is fine as well. In fact, I will sometimes even do round and square just to mix it up a little bit. So what I usually do in an evening is I will have all my little pieces of material that I'm working on, and I will lay all the fringing one evening. So as you can see, blue jeans come in layers, and most material is the same thing, not layers. It's just the way it's processed so that you can make a fringe. So you can do it one way, but then you have to do it on the opposite direction as well. Okay, so they do have two different sides to it. So one side is going to be a little darker than the other, and the other one's going to be lighter than the other as your fringe progresses. So what I'll do is I would do a whole bunch of little pieces of material with fringes, and then the next night I would start putting them together. So then you have lots of options, right? And material, you don't need a whole lot. Like one little chunk of material goes a long ways. As you can see, it's pretty easy to do. Sometimes I gotta get my needle to help me here. So you do that in all your little pieces that you're gonna work on. I would probably have like a little bin of yellow, a little bin of pink, you know, a little bin of different material. And then I have lots to choose from when I start putting them together. So again, it's not a difficult process. It's just a process that, you know, that it takes time. It's fiddly, okay? So as you can see, so then I would layer my pieces of material. Blue jeans, my original one was all blue jeans and I really liked it. But then I get bored, so I have to change things up and add color. I have a piece of lace that I've been pulling apart and adding to my pieces. I have an old piece of, actually this is fabric material, not upholstery material. Of course it's fabric. And it's quite nice because it will make a nice fringe. And sometimes I'll leave the fringe there if it allows me to. So this one's nice because it's got blue and yellow in it. So I will probably leave a little bit of the fringe intact. And then I like the yellow because it gives you just a nice tone, especially with the flowers. And so then I will layer my material, and I never do them all square. I randomly put them together till the look you want. And it's something that you're going to play with. It's not something that just comes naturally to people. So you're going to have to play with it. Who would have thought of putting an old chunk of lace in there, but I just like the extra texture. So then you're going to put them all together with a needle and thread. I don't usually worry about what my thread looks like. Sometimes I'll add an extra layer of color to your material. As you can see, you can just randomly pulling them together. So you'll do that until it's nicely stitched. You would like maybe something in the middle, like a nice little piece of pink or some beads. As you can see on the table here, I've got lots of different choices. I've used the round part of the thick part of the blue jean seam, made a round one, added some beads. I got some cute little lace bead at the dollar store and added to the top. And this one's got lots of different layers all fringed up. And they're all just so cute. They're just cute. They'd be nice on a jacket, you know, like a plain shirt, just to add a little bit of fun to it. So then once you get that all together, you're gonna add your back. So the back is just like a stick pin. And I generally would glue, as you can see, I've got a piece on a piece of material. I would generally glue this piece to the bottom piece so that you actually have two layers kind of for the bottom. I don't generally use hot glue for this, but you can. There's no right or wrong. I usually use like a tacky glue and let it sit overnight. So that's fun. So all you have to do is just have a little bit of imagination, a little bit of time, and certainly a little bit of patience. So as I always say, just enjoy the process. Enjoy the funky blue jean pin. See you later.